it's the double feed here, and I just wanted to make this video for you guys who own SR9s. I know that one of the major complaints on the SR9 is the stiffness and weight on the trigger pull, and I also have experienced this myself, so I decided to show you guys one little trick that might come in handy to take some of the weight off that trigger pull. I've actually been on some of the forums, and a couple of them have mentioned this quick fix is to cut one or two coils off of the striker spring, and I'm just going to show you guys how to get to that striker spring and just how much of that coil to take off. So okay, as you can see, there's no magazine in that. This has been safety checked. Obviously it's in pieces, so there's no chance of a negligent discharge. One tool that you're going to need for this is a 3/30 seconds roll pin punch. It's going to come in handy for you. So, okay, so after you take the barrel and the recoil spring out, which it's out of the slide already, you're going to take this roll pin punch, and actually, first thing you should do is advance the striker forward using this plunger right here. I don't know if you can see that. There's a plunger right here, and you want to push using this little latch right here, advance the striker spring forward into the fired position. So we're just going to do that real fast. Okay, hold on. Alright, so now it's in the fired position. Next thing you're going to do is there's this little, on the back of the slide, you can see this little hole right here. There's a plunger in that hole, so you're going to want to use the roll pin punch or whatever tool you have handy. If you've got a Glock tool, that's fine too. Push that down and pull this little cover back. Now you want to be careful, because when this cover comes off, there's a spring under there. So actually, Humans for Targets has a very good video on taking this apart, so I'm going to let you know right now that's where you want to go to as far as instructional videos for this. So okay, here we go. That has come out now. Next thing you want to do is take that striker out now. Be gentle, be kind, you know. And here we go. There's the striker right there. Now as you can see, actually I don't know if you can see, but there is a spring right there. Right there. There's a spring, and it goes all the way up to the top right there. Also, there is a roll pin right there. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take this punch, and try to use an improvised device if you don't have a bench block or something like that to actually hold this thing in place. And just use the roll pin and punch that roll pin out just as much as you need for this spring and striker to come loose. This is the striker assembly right here. So once this striker comes out, I'm not going to do it for you right now, but you're obviously going to be able to get to that spring, and just use a pair of wire cutters and try to cut maybe 2 coils off of that. Well, just to be safe, start with 1 coil, see how that trigger feels. You'll probably lose 1.5 pounds right there off of that trigger. If you want to lose 2 pounds, 2 coils is, I actually cut 2 coils, and it works just fine. 2 threads off that coil. I don't know, I haven't read of anyone or heard of anyone cutting more than 2 off. If you were to do that, I would highly recommend that you go to Ruger and purchase a replacement spring before you do that, because it's going to be experimentation. I don't know how much of that spring you can actually start splicing until you start affecting performance on that striker. So just a little heads up, that's what I would recommend. But yeah, that's the striker assembly, and just just punch that little roll pin out and have fun with it. See what you can do, And you're gonna take some significant weight off that trigger. You'll see that. You'll feel the difference. And as a matter of fact, when you first cut it, just cut that spring half a turn and see how that feels, because you know, certain people like that extra beef on that trigger pull. Certain people like a lighter trigger, you know. But yeah, that's my recommendation. I hope you guys, you know, get a chance to do that. Be careful with that spring though, because there's a lot of tension on that spring, and once you pop that roll pin out, that spring is gonna potentially go flying. So if you've got it in this position, let's say, make sure you have your finger over the back of this thing like this, so it doesn't pop out on you. If you've got it this way, let's say on a block or a bench, make sure you've got something over there, just holding it like that, so it doesn't go flying. Because if you lose it, it's gonna be a pain in the ass, because that thing will go launching across the room. Okay, good luck, guys.